I'm Brittany. I play Kara Hell, and she's a tiefling monk.
Hello, I am Miles, and I play a druid.
And I am Justin, and I play Zachiel, man racked with depression, and now a shovel knight.
Yes.
Yeah. And because I had the OBS mic off for the introduction, hello and welcome to the ninth session of Primordial Harmony. Won't make that mistake again, hopefully. So, we pick up right after you guys... I'm not going to bring you back to the map because it's not really necessary. Right after you guys mollywopped a foolish band of gnolls trying to attack you all while you slept, our wood elf Illyria caught them sniffing around well before they were aware, and under the cover of darkness, the party basically just annihilated them, leaving one to run for cover and possibly get picked off another day. So, it's still night. Everyone who isn't Illyria still needs to catch a little bit of shut-eye. So, is it safe to assume that you all go back to sleep?
If I can, I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Zachariel too?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you all bed down, trying to get a few more winks before the sun rises. Zachariel, you dream. Oh, hello.
I'm listening.
Give me my one note. Okay. You find yourself in an endless white expanse. You walk forward a bit, and suddenly the ground to your immediate left slopes down. You find yourself later standing on a cliff, looking down at the bottom, where there is but more of this strange ethereal firmament. You continue walking along the top of this cliff, and you notice at the bottom of it this strange abyssal hole that a great river pours into. You hear the sounds of rushing water as you look up and you see another river, about 5 to 10 feet above you, flowing parallel to the one below, and ending in a strange waterfall, in quotes, that looks like it's shooting upward. As you continue walking, you hear two distinct voices. Papa! And Zachriel, darling! Both voices, your family. Both voices coming from different directions. You look down the cliff, about 20 feet up at this point, and in the river, you see Floriana, being carried by the river's current toward that bottomless pit you saw. You look up, and you see Sihara, upside down, trapped in the strange over-river's current, being spirited away toward a similar fate. They call out to you again. Papa, darling? You see Sihara, treading water as best as she can, holding out her hand to you for you to jump up and grab her, while Floriana does the same down below at the bottom of this cliff. They're coming up quickly, nearly at the same time. You realize, with a pang of cold dread, that you can only save one. What do you do?
He jumps for his daughter.
When you jump up and you reach your hand out for your daughter's hand, everything goes white. And you wake up. It is morning.
Morning, everyone. I kind of stand up and go look at our captor. Is she still hanging out? Still looking good?
Looking good. Morning, everyone.
She's still bound and quite bound.
How far were we away from this bound against Zachariel? Zachariel?
Huh? Oh, shouldn't be too much longer.
Alright, good. Well, best move quietly. Look out for gnolls. I'm a bit tired. I'm fine with anyone who wants to lead.
Oh, is Carahel awake?
Yeah, she just is waking up very quietly.
The captive is still sleeping at this point. Ah, wand of electric missiles charges. Nice.
Yeah, forgot about that. I gotta get that done.
Okay. So you guys pack up your gear and you begin walking.
What's the weather like today?
It's cloudy.
Do you still have good sight lines on the horizon? No, you know.
You make a perception check.
I can absolutely do that.
So looking out around, the day is pretty clear. Looking out into the horizon, you don't really see any signs of movement. Nothing that would betray a gnoll. You spot, like maybe 60 feet away, a jackrabbit running into some bushes. But it seems mostly quiet, at least where you are. Also, Kitty says 5 minutes now, so hopefully she'll join us.
So we're on that road to Rolid.
Yeah, it leads down. It's not a road as much as it is a trail. It's not very well tread as compared to the road you you escorted that group of travelers to.
Probably more of a dirt path.
More like a dirt path, definitely. Excuse me. Man, I really want Kitties to be here right now.
I'll just bring that.
So,
I guess Tadai's just gonna hum a song here once. It kind of goes, roll it, roll it, roll it, fourth stride.
Nice.
What was Illyria's Panther's name again? Remind me.
Oh gosh. Valora.
Valora is, as you guys are walking, Valora sort of gets distracted by a jackrabbit and runs after it into the bushes.
Does she sense something, Lydia?
Oh, she just saw a jackrabbit. Her
Okay.
favorite.
You start walking, and then you get maybe about 500 feet from where you were before, and then suddenly there's the sound of bushes rustling, and then Valora comes out with a jackrabbit in her jaws, and she's just kind of carrying it. She looks at she looks at Illyria as if to ask for approval.
Oh, good girl, I say, and I pat her on the head. Like, is this for me? For us?
And she sort of just puts it down at your feet.
I look to Zachariel and I say, why doesn't your pet bring breakfast?
Oh, right.
So,
Anybody
Good
in the
point.
mood for some jackrabbit?
You'll take
I
a
would
look
love
at it.
It's always great to try new foods.
I think you guys actually had it the other night, and Zachriel cooked it. I believe that was your dinner, unless I
Oh, was it?
said it was some other animal.
It might have been, actually.
How was it?
Was it spicy?
It was spicy, little gamey, but the seasoning from Zachriel's experienced hand made it palatable.
I think it tastes delicious then. It should taste delicious.
I agree. We can take a little breakfast time. We've gone a little distance.
Yeah,
Nothing
my
like a
stomach's
little
kind of growling here.
Nothing like a little procrastination.
We should always keep up our energy as well.
You should always.
Agreed.
What did Carahel say? I didn't hear.
We should always keep up our energy as well.
Very true. So we're building a fire.
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
Hi.
Hi, kitties.
Is everything okay?
Hi. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Well, to help you get into character, the party walked a little ways from their campsite, and they are currently taking breakfast after Valora, Illyria's panther, returned from a little bit of a hunting trip and returned with a jackrabbit.
Yum.
Want some rabbit?
I absolutely want some rabbit.
And you said you were making a fire?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna make. Could I do like just a rabbit? Hey, because I can't really make it into a stew.
Oh no, you could make some really good rabbit stew.
We're not too far from the river if we want to head back, but last time we were there, we had trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that river.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in all your debts. You decide what you want to do.
So you guys finish your breakfast. I assume it's just kind of like meat on like sticks, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best.
The best. Season special by Zachriel. And so you guys continue with delicious protein in your bellies. And you guys get to around here. And there's like a little bit of a curve in the path. And just sort of stumbling out from behind, like not behind bushes, but on the path, but blocked on your line of sight by bushes. You see a little boy who runs toward you. He, looking at him, he's human, and it looks like he has been crying.
Is he screaming anything?
He rounds the bend, and he just sort of sees the party, and he just kind of sniffles and he just sort of runs toward you. Does anyone try to receive him?
I'll reach out my hand.
So he runs up to Carahel, and he kind of just like runs into her and like hugs her leg and says, "Please, please, they took my ma and our farm." And he starts hyperventilating practically, and he starts crying.
Which direction?
He looks up at you and your companions, and he turns around and he points in the direction you're going, and then he kind of makes a gesture like toward the river.
Can I insight check the child?
You can.
I'm gonna do that. I see nothing.
You take it at face value.
Everyone down to help.
I think we should definitely help this child.
Lead the way,
He
boy.
starts sort of
Go.
sniffling, and so he sort of like takes you down, and he takes you a mile or so down, and then he hooks a right into the countryside closer to the river, and he kind of just starts babbling on about how a couple of individuals, they seem so nice. He says, Rollum, he was so nice to me, and now he just tied up Mom.
Roan, was it?
The name was. Can I just copy it one note? Thank you. That.
Rolid.
He actually just kind of like. He mentions 5 different names. And, Zachariel, you actually recognize one of them. One of them being Pef, which you recognize as a very young high elf that was a freshly green way shield.
You're a very brave boy. Continue to lead the way. We'll help your father and your mother.
He says, he looks up, he says, there's a lot of them. And there's only 5 of you.
Boy, did you say Pef?
Mm-hmm.
He attacked your farm?
He used to guard it, and then these other men came, and they gave him and the other 4, he gave them this weird, like, stick with teeth growing out of it.
I pull out the sword that I got from before.
He sees
It
it, and
looked like
he shrinks from it. He nods, and then you hear from behind you, the cultist that you had captured gives a snicker.
Pef is one of us. Way shield.
Do you think he was corrupt, or do you think he's being controlled?
I assume some sort of control.
You tried to keep him alive?
Go ahead and make a history check, Zachariel.
Alright. I'll do.
You can't recall much about Pef. Oh yeah, you guys had a long rest, by the way. Please change that. Get yourselves all righted if you haven't already. So he leads you into some bushes, and he says it's really close, but there's and he like counts on his fingers, and he like holds up all 10, and then he like you see him like hold up his foot, and he says this many.
15.
Ooh, 15.
We're going to be very smart about this.
Noted, or keep in mind, he has a shoe on, so you actually can't tell if he's holding up a toe or how many toes he's holding up.
Maximum 15. That's our differential.
10 to 15, okay.
We're Kerahilham. You're the ranged experts. What do you think we should do?
Have we questioned this girl that we have?
We've attempted
Boy.
to. It hasn't been. Oh, the little boy or the actual hostage?
The hostage.
The hostage is a woman. We've tried to. It's not been successful, but you have ways, I know.
I think this boy
Do
Come again?
I think this boy deserves our help.
He absolutely will receive it.
I think that we could take 15 people.
I
Maybe
hate
I'm
going
missing
in
something.
someplace blindfolded.
Oh,
And-
perhaps we don't start a fight right away. Not all battles are merely solved by a sword.
It would be good to try and parlay first.
He says
Well,
like when
Giggle Guts here, seems to know something.
when you said or when Hum said that she doesn't want to go into a place blindfolded, little boy pipes up and he says, "Well, I can tell you where most of them are. Uh, there's a couple that like to hang out in the storehouse, and a couple like to hang out in the mill, and then he kind of like,
So they're a bit separated. That's good.
Oh, we could totally take them out then.
but there's two that stand guard outside." He kind of like sniffs and then he like rubs his rump and says, "One of them kicked me."
Then
Well, we'll
take
have to
care of
get
them.
him.
If these men are under the effects of some sort of magic or something, can't just go in there and kill them.
No, that's what I'm thinking too. Although we need to help the boy, we need to be careful about it.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, we shouldn't aim to kill.
I'm gonna ask the boy. Do you know of a good place we can look at the area from a distance without getting caught?
He kind of like scratches his head and says, "Well, there's a big hill on the side of it, and it has a cliff." You sort of intuit that he means there's a ridge.
Can we get up there without them seeing, do you think?
He kind of like looks up, and then you see him like look around you, like sort of round about the river, and he says, "Maybe if you go around, but it's I can see the top of it easy from the mill." So, and then he kind of like shrinks and he says, "You have to be quiet, I think."
I
Quiet.
can always cast Pass Without Trace.
Is that what you did last time when we were in the tall grass? I think the boy's giving us everything we need. We just need to be careful and try to avoid casualties as well as we can.
I'd like to scout it out beforehand.
Agreed. Boy, exactly where in the area are they keeping your parents?
He says, "Oh, they're keeping them tied up at the top of the mill."
How did you get away, little boy?
He says, "I ran. They didn't chase me."
Oh, what's your name, by the way?
"Oh, I'm Cedric."
Cedric, could you get us to the mill without anybody seeing us?
He shakes his head. "No, it'd be really easy to see you trying to get into the mill."
Is there anywhere on the property that we could sneak in that nobody would see us?
He says, "Well, maybe. Well, even if you went that way, I know that there's a weird water snake guy."
Must be the one that got away.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he probably told everyone about us, so they're probably expecting this.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like it to me.
But we do have a bargaining chip. And I tug on the rope.
Well, they abandoned her.
Or they thought she was dead.
Well, you know me, let's do it.
Yes.
If you see any wearing Wayshield colors, try to leave them alive. Anything that is like that water snake, Don't
Are we
worry.
gonna go up on the hill?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I think if you want to scout, myself and Jediah should stay back.
Agreed.
To stay back with the prisoner, the little boy.
We can do as
Uh,
much.
Just while you scout, so we can form some sort of plan.
Hmm.
How long ago was this attack, boy?
He says, "Oh, a couple of about." He says, "They made me," and he kind of just trembles, and he says, and he doesn't say. He just kind of like he quivers a bit, and he whimpers, and he holds out four fingers.
They made you what?
He says, "They made me spin the water wheel against the current." And he kind of like shows you. He kind of just like lifts his arm and he says, "It hurt real bad."
The answer I was looking for, but an answer nonetheless.
Why would they get you to do that?
They're mean.
When they arrived, you didn't hear the screaming of a female voice, did you?
You said when they arrived? He... No, just my mom.
Your mother? No other ones?
There are no other girls there?
He shakes his head.
Well,
Different bait. Probably best to go scout that. Zachary, I'm gonna stay here. Back, be safe.
I
Yes,
don't want you guys too far away, though.
you just need to get closer and have a look at the place.
So
We're gonna
let's
be
see.
very sneaky, Hum. Very sneaky.
Cedric,
And I
can you
kind
help
of-
us be very sneaky?
What did Hum say?
I asked Cedric if he could help us be very sneaky.
He nods. I can show you where the leaves are the crunchiest and not step there. Or not the leaves, the twigs.
That sounds like a great idea.
You think it would be a great idea for him to come with us on this, though? What if we have to attack? What if we get attacked?
Would we just back up to the others?
Well, he's not safe out here by himself with the gnolls and the other creepy crawlies that live in this area. So we want to keep him with us to protect him.
Well, I feel like the safest place for the boys with me and Tadias. Bringing him back towards that home, not a good idea.
You three are very capable. You probably do not need this boy to find the rich. And while I'm doing that, I pull out my wand of magic missiles and I hand it over to Hum. In case anything goes wrong.
Ooh, thank you.
I hold up 5. I say, no more than that.
5 shots?
I nod.
Here it is.
She kind of swings it a little bit. This is gonna be fun.
Last resort, home. Nothing more.
It'll be loud, but in case, they're getting too far away.
We also
Okay.
still have some of our little rosins things that we could put on our weapons.
You do have rosin.
It's a 10-minute application or 1-minute application?
It's in the items. I don't think it's 10 minutes.
I thought it was like longer than I expected it to be.
5
Come
minutes.
in useful when we actually do the attack.
Yeah.
That's for 4 hours.
It'll be a waste for now.
5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes for 4 hours.
Hey, they might not even see us, so let's see what happens.
Basic look.
Sounds good. Let's.
Fairhill, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Head down.
So where's the kid?
He's staying with Tadias and Zachriel.
Okay. And where's the hostage lady?
With us.
You're taking her
Tied
with
to
you?
me.
Oh,
She's
got
tied
it.
to me.
Got it. Okay. All right. So,
So we are going to be very sneaky.
As sneaky as a gnome
We're
can
splitting the
be.
party.
Yeah.
so where's Dante gonna be in this?
Dante, stay with Zachriel.
Oh, I got an idea. Dante stays with Tadias and Zachriel. I'll have mine. If we run into trouble, I'll just simply send Valaria over to you guys. And then you guys can come?
Okay.
Keep in mind, or I just want to remind anyone that's listening that her Panther has like +7 stealth because of how Beastmaster works. So it's pretty good.
Oh, that's the skill she picked?
No. Panther already has stealth, and then you
It's
add
her proficiency.
and then you add your proficiency bonus again.
Damn.
So it has a +7.
At least we have Alaria.
I think all of you are proficient with stealth. So you guys head off in sort of the direction that Cedric points you. And are you doing anything? Is anyone doing anything special as they sneak?
Well, you said Valoria is really stealthy, right?
I'm just saying she has a high stealth check. She's like a +7, I think, last time I looked.
The skill is good.
The skill is good.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe she should just be right in front of me, and then she can kind of, I don't know, lead the way a little bit, because she'll know what... She just will know, right?
We'll know what.
Well, you
how to
can't
be-
talk
how to-
to her, right?
Can't
How
talk
to
to her.
be super stealthy and
Can't talk-
quiet.
Can't talk to her, but will follow your commands to the best of her ability. So if you command her, be silent, she'll be silent.
Okay, yeah, that's what probably I'll command her to be very quiet.
Oh, I know why this is happening. Crap. That's irritating. Alright. Okay. So, you guys... So, is anyone else doing anything to add to your sneakiness?
Not at this time.
Not at this time? Okay. So you guys sort of sneak away. Go ahead and roll me stealth checks. So there's 4 of you, including Valora. So go ahead and give me stealth checks for everybody.
Oh, great. Okay, stealth
Hum
checks.
is super stealthy.
Hum is quiet as a mouse and almost the
Nope.
same size. Wow.
Oh my god.
Panther's coming back quick.
Okay, so that
We
was
have
for
to
me.
stay over again.
Now I have to roll for
Valora,
Valora.
my god, you rolled 2 natural ones. That's really bad. Valora's gonna need to roll pretty hot. Nope. Okay.
Oh my.
Well, sometimes you have a +8, and then sometimes you roll a 4. Okay. All right. So,
That didn't count. It was Brittany D that rolled that, not Carol.
Oh,
And where is this Brittany? We need to throw her off the cliff.
Yeah.
Well, same with Nyx, apparently.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
The curse of not going into the character.
Okay, so you guys think you're sneaky. And
No. Hum is sneaky. But the two stooges behind me, the three stooges behind me, are lowering their way.
So here's what happens. So you're going through the bushes and you start to approach this. You approach this slope where it starts to become a ridge, like Cedric told you, and Valora is mostly fine, and then sort of gets distracted and leaves the cover of the bushes, and Nyx follows and steps on a set of really loud twigs. And at this stage, though, because this is how I planned it, you're not actually super close, but as you leave the bush, you see off in the distance, you can see fields of, like, small fields of wheat, like plowed earth, and a couple of buildings, and make a perception check, Illyria. Okay, so you see two figures wearing scale mail that are sort of standing in front of the three buildings, and between the three buildings and the plowed earth. And as soon as you step out and you make a little bit of noise, their attention is drawn to you, and one of them starts advancing. What do you do? They're about 100 feet off. Well, maybe more than 100 feet. More like 200 feet.
Okay, so there's just two of them.
Right now, you can only see two of them. You see three buildings poking out of the building in the middle from your perspective. You see a water wheel turning because it's being it's in the river, and there are two armed humanoids wearing scale mail, and when you make that big, loud crunching sound, they start to advance. What do you do?
Okay, so they actually see me, right?
For now.
I guess if they're charging after me, I'm gonna get.
I mean, one of them is walking steadily. So, in this frame of time, because Illyria is a wood elf and has very sharp instincts, she sees one of them, like, they don't draw their weapon, they just start approaching, but, like, with purpose. You don't hear them go, "Ah!"
Okay.
But they're approaching.
Okay, I'm gonna yell out, be like, "Have you seen my pet?"
Okay.
You know, my pet dog.
So, they keep approaching. What do the others in the bushes do?
Hum jumps out. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to try and fall back a little bit and draw out my short bow.
Okay.
Ready it.
Hum jumps out of the bush with her loot and says, "We're just traveling bards looking for our dog."
Did you see a dog go by?
So at this point, they're on you. It's a human man with sort of a ruddy brown and reddish hair. He's wearing scale mail. And Hum, you've been around, or Illyria and Hum have been around enough to recognize what was once the sort of not regalia, but standard issue and colors of the way shields, the brown and green, sort of mangled a little bit, and on was once a way shield like badge is this symbol.
Illyria, send Valora.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Valorda, "Go get the others. Go."
Hold on.
And Hum is going to start playing a song.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that symbol on the badge that's sort of just like scrawled over what was once a way shield badge.
We have seen that one.
You have seen that one. It's on your hostage.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, these guys are bad, I think.
Okay, so they're approaching.
Oh, no.
You say your piece, and they kind of cock their eyebrow, and you roll a performance check. Perfect. No, I'll take it. So they're staring at you, sort of bemused, and you ordered Valora to get the boys.
We did.
Yep.
Okay. They sort of turn back, and you see that their companion is standing there with his head cocked, and he, the person up in front with you, just sort of like they're watching you with a bemused expression, and then you watch as they just kind of like lift their hand and then point at you. With a gesture like, actually make an insight check. It's gonna be a low DC, but make one. No, I shouldn't have said it's gonna be a low DC.
Both of us? Or?
Yeah, you're both seeing this happen, so go ahead and roll. Wow. Well, you don't exactly catch on what that gesture means, but the one far off retreats, and you watch them go into a building. And the one in front of you says, "Why don't you come down and perform for us?"
I don't think she can. See, we really gotta find this dog.
Yeah, my dog is missing, and I really need him. He's my helper dog. He carries my pack. You haven't seen him, have you? I'm so lost without him. And she starts tearing up.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna comfort him, be like, "It's okay. Hopefully, we can find him soon."
Oh, I miss him so much, Dante.
Go roll a performance check.
Those are real tears.
Whoa, you're popping your mic. So the person that approached you just kind of cocks their eyebrow and just looks behind him and then just kind of starts backing away.
Mister, you don't have my dog, do you?
And they actually don't. He actually doesn't say anything. He keeps retreating, like looking at you, and then he keeps looking over his shoulder. What is Carahil doing?
She's watching everything go down.
Laughing.
Just waiting, making sure they don't make any actions of aggression. Trying to stay.
Is Carahel in like the bushes still? Has she been seen?
I mean, she's been detected, but she hasn't been seen.
Yeah,
So they know.
She's trying to go deeper into the bushes to where she could still see everything, but
Well, go ahead and make another stealth roll. Because this person was distracted by the two that came out. Man. You
And
kind
I'll
of...
be like, "There's 3 of us trying to find this dog."
You don't know what she rolled. Keep in mind, your character doesn't know what she rolled.
Okay.
We haven't told them how many there are of us.
There. Okay.
anyways.
Okay, that's true.
Technically, my character doesn't know what I rolled.
Exactly. So you think you're stealth. You do kind of brush up against some of the branches in this bush. It's a dry bush. So
Hum sobs louder.
okay, sure. You know what? Go ahead and roll with advantage because they're distracting them.
Okay,
So roll again.
there we go.
Oh, there you go. So you're hidden now. And they
She's
are
become part of the bush.
retreating. How far do you let them get? Because they intend to keep going back.
I only wanted to make sure they had no acts of aggression.
Okay.
We just let
well-
them
And
retreat.
as soon as they started to seem like we were going to attack, I would attack.
Okay. At this point, Valora gets up to, or returns back to Tadias and Zachriel and Hostage and Dante, and kind of looks toward, actually like makes a hiss sound, but then looks in the direction that the other three went.
Oh boy. Take a quick knee. I look over at Cedric and I say, "All right, Cedric, I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes, cover your ears, and count to 5 very loudly."
You said count to 5? What'd you say?
2, I punch the hostage out.
Oh, okay.
I take a knee. I tell him, "All right, cover your ears, close your eyes, and count to 5 as loud as you can."
Okay, got it. And he goes 1, 2.
And then I knock out the hostage right in front of him.
Okay.
Why did you do
Boom,
that?
She goes out. We can't have her waking up and yelling.
I mean, we could have just stuffed something in her mouth.
Oh yes, because that's going to stop her from escaping. I take the right rope out, I tie up her legs, and I tie up everything else that was unloosened. Cedric, and then as he gets to 5, I tap him on the head.
Huh?
Your job is to stay right here. She's taking a nap. I want you to make sure that she gets her sleep, all right? We have to go. We'll be right back. You stay right here, all right? And I start falling forward.
This is a terrible idea.
I need you to make me.
This is a terrible idea. I'm not leaving this hostage with a child.
All right.
I'm
Enjoy
taking
the
the
time.
hostage with me. I pick her up.
Technically, you're leaving it with a hostage and a dog and panther.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. That girl would never do that.
Oh no. I've seen people knocked out stay out for a while.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you to make not sleight of hand, some kind of dexterity check, but no, I won't. So Zachariel is basically carrying her like over his shoulder.
Yep.
Okay.
And I get the boy to take my hand, free hand. I tell him to be very quiet.
Okay, where are you guys going?
We're
Well,
following
like
the
that, I guess.
panther. We don't know anywhere about where they are, so we're just following the panther.
I'm gonna follow a little behind Tadias.
Do you guys attempt to be sneaky?
I mean, sure.
I actually will look at him and say, you carrying her is not going to be any help. Should I go ahead and just run and you follow?
Sure.
I'm just running full speed. That's pretty fast for me.
Okay, so while they're running, me and Hum are still standing there. I'm gonna look at Hum, and I'm gonna like eye towards the guards that are walking away, and then I'm gonna eye towards back, saying, "Should we attack them or should we go back?"
Fall back. Fall back.
Okay, so here's what happens. You guys fall back, and the whole party meets in the bushes about a football field length away from the homestead, farmstead.
I've got a dagger hand next out. I see them. I'm like, where are they? What the?
Shh, 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 shh. They went back.
We met a couple.
There are 3 that we saw that went into the building, the mill.
Yeah, and she played a lovely tune for them.
What? I just grab the top of my head. I start rubbing it like with my palm. Like you played for them.
Well,
I
we're alive,
panicked.
aren't we? He played damn good.
I thought the panther was like a help. We're all being killed kind of distress signal.
False
Well,
alarm plus alarm.
I turn backwards and I look at the unconscious hostage. I'm like, oh, well. that
She
may- is not
deserved
necessary.
it for, smirking earlier.
So what part of scouting involves playing music for the enemy?
That's what I think.
Oh, by the way, guys, these guys were the way shields, and they've got that symbol on their, what you call it?
What's
they're-
it?
It was
they're
like a medallion badge sort of thing.
Yeah, the
hold
symbol
up.
on their medallion.
I hold up
I-
my book that has all the symbols we've seen so far, and I kind of flip through them. Any of these look like it?
and I point to the one that's the number 3.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I hold it up to our hostage's, a little pin on her lapel. Story checks out, Zachariel. I think the way she's turned on you.
I don't believe that.
Keep in mind, Justin, the
Yes.
way shields are mercenaries. So
Yes,
some of
I know.
them do go for the highest bidder.
Yes.
Okay.
But being handed a stick with teeth is not bidding.
That's true. Okay. So now you
We
guys
were
are.
scouting, and we got caught by
All right,
somebody
so
stumbling out of the bushes.
I've been
So-
thinking of a plan. Well, you've
Okay.
been scouting, and I do air quotes. It's probably a foolish plan, but at the very least, most of you could get the drop on people. Unfortunately, someone knocked out part of my plan, so you have to wake her up.
Yes. Sorry.
You gonna try to resuscitate her? Roll a medicine check. If whoever.
I'm not the best at this. Anyone else want to try? Maybe I shouldn't be the first person.
Maybe not. Here, put something in her mouth first.
Sure. I just kind of cover it with my hand.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so she.
All right, listen up.
Hmm?
You're going to be very quiet. I'm going to give you back to your people.
She kind of gives you this confused look.
Potentially. All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to walk out by myself with her with a shovel to her throat. Or a sword. I have a sword yet.
Probably source.
Probably sword. And I'm going to attempt to parlay with these. If things go south of you lying and hiding, we'll do what we do best and kill everyone.
What are we-
Yeah!
What are we
Cedric,
doing?
you're going to hide here in the woods.
Okay.
You're not going to look at what happens, because it could be bloody.
In fact, you should stay with us. I feel
Oh, okay.
Why don't you
Just-
go ahead and climb in the saddle on Dante? He's a really good. He's fun to ride on.
Dante gives Cedric a lick on his hand, and Cedric just kind of gives Dante a hug and does as you say and climbs on him.
Dante, it's going to be your job to make sure this little boy lives, okay?
Arf!
And I pat him on the head.
All right. So let me do some token movement, and then we'll get to that scene. I love this music. This was a great game. All right.
What game's this?
This is Twilight Princess. This is the music that plays as Link is like getting instructions on how to, or like what to do to escort a cart through dangerous land and stuff. Okay, so that. Okay, so I'm going to move the token page. Oh, wait. Actually, one sec. There we go. Okay, and then let me make sure that everything's right with the dynamic lighting. It is. Why is everything blind? What is this? Oh, I need to give her sight. Derp. There we go. So, this is the scene, pretty much.
Oh, is the camera there?
Is what camera? It should be. We are streaming it correctly. I put camera in control of Valoria, so we have two cameras
okay.
now. So I assume, Zachriel, you advance.
Yep, I have my longsword pressed against the hostages. Like, I have my arm wrapped around her, and I have my longsword
Oh, you know what? Let me
pressed against her throat.
let me get one for so like that kind of, and then
Yep.
let me oh, can't do that. Yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna approach to, like, the middle of the field area.
got it. Perfect.
So are we immediately visible behind?
No,
me?
no, no. This is just so your tokens are there. Are you guys so like about 60 feet behind this field? There's more bushes, so
Yeah, so we'll be there, I think.
you guys are kind of kicking behind there. No stealth roll necessary, because as you approach, you notice that like, actually, Zachariel, since you approach, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Okay. You see over here, there's a door, and you see like a door slightly ajar. And you see, you also see another door slightly ajar over here.
All right, come out. I've got a present.
All right, let me change the music. I didn't see it going this way, but I love it. Which is unfortunate because I don't have appropriate music. Okay, so person walks out of the door, spots their supposed ally, sort of cocks their eyebrow, and you recognize them immediately. A young, very, very young, high elven man that you know is Pef. He is wearing standard issue scale mail from not standard issue, but what most Way Shield greens get when they achieve that level.
Hello, Pef.
He kind of chuckles a bit, and he says, Zachriel. He walks over here. He says, a hostage?
No,
Really?
more like a gift.
He says, do you really think that'll work?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Pef. I'm a little disappointed, son.
Bah. They offered more anyway.
They may have offered more, but this is not how we work. You're a disgrace to that armor.
Well, that's good, because I disgraced the armor.
I noticed. What is your move here? Why attack innocent people?
He says, well, the pay was okay. And then this blue-skinned feller, and I'm going to give him an accent, aren't I? Yeah, fuck it, he has an accent. This blue-skinned feller and this one feller with a shiny eye came in and offered me more.
Either of those sound familiar to me?
Nope.
I'm assuming one of them is jovial.
Blue skin sounds familiar, because that's what those creatures that you fought earlier or yesterday in game time look like. They have this strange blue skin.
One of those blueskins. Go by the name of Joliver.
Joliver. No, they talked about a Joliver, but
Nice.
that's not one of them.
You know what Joliver is?
He's just kind of like you can slightly hear the sound of jangling coin as he kind of like fumbles in his pocket, and he says, "They don't tell me much. They just gave me a nice sum, and I work for them now."
How much did they offer you?
He says, 20 gold.
20 gold. I could double that.
He kind of cocks his eyebrow. Could you?
I could. Why don't you come over here a little closer so we can talk without shouting?
And make a perception check. Okay. You hear the crunching ground as he approaches. He's within 5 feet of you.
Just decided to go for more money.
Isn't that what life's all about?
Not so much.
They've got this
Sure,
philosophy.
making money is good. What you're willing to trade for it is another thing. This girl, is she one of yours?
Looks up and down, looks at the symbol on her person, and he says, "Must be. Don't recognize her, though. She must have come from another town."
As a former acquaintance, I guess we're no longer acquaintances. Could you at least give me one favor?
He says, "For the right price."
Right. I will give you your ally's life. You tell me who the Crushing Wave is.
He kind of chuckles, and he says, You know, I've only been part of this whole thing for about 4 days. They talk about the Crushing Wave a lot, but I don't know exactly what they mean. They like to talk about the ebb and flow of things and striking at the right time.
Do you regret your decision?
He sort of takes his fingers, and I can't do it, unfortunately, but he whistles, and he says, "Nope. Roll initiative."
I push her neck over the blade.
And she starts bleeding out. Boy, do I have a lot to roll. Stand by, everybody. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, we saw her get gutted.
Good thing everybody's at full health.
Ooh, I didn't click my token. Whoopsie daisies.
And as a sort of, the whole thing gears up, he says, "Funny. They talked about something about ruining shit pipes in Force Stride. I wonder what that's about." And then he draws a sword. And I'm going to start fucking rolling initiatives.
Gracious DM, may I take my 18 instead of my 3 for my token mishap?
Yeah, you can edit it, so I think it'll work.
Ooh, can I actually edit it myself? Oh, all right.
I believe so.
I had that availability. That's nice. About 30 seconds into the conversation, I turned to hum. I think it's going well. He's actually talking to him.
As her throat gets slit, I say, "I don't think it's going well anymore."
Nope.
That's a really good sign that it's not going well.
Do I have everybody? Yeah, I do. And then, okay, time to roll. I'm going to put an X through this one, and then everybody on the stream can hear the boops, so they can count how many dudes are there. Count the bleeps.
A little dramatic irony for us.
No, that'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, it's time for dailies.
It'll be like me, with my obsession with Detroit right now. I've been watching YouTubers play it and watching how they play through the sequences,
Right.
and I know everything about the game.
Oh, this
so-
We
battle
don't
is...
need to count the bloops, Mike. We can see it on the initiative tracker.
You
And
can?
it's scary.
How can you see it on the
We
initiative
may.
tracker?
The turn order.
Because they're not.
Oh,
hidden.
the turn
They're
order,
not on
okay.
the GM layer.
That's fine. I thought that the whisper rolls weren't working, and I was about to be like, what? Okay.
I'm ready for level 4.
Excuse me.
Let's see here. Cool. So this combat's the rest of the session. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
This may be the end of the game.
Well, play smart. So this one comes out of here, and it's going to hurl a javelin at Zachriel. 23 to hit, 4 piercing.
Good.
This one comes out, doesn't have any sort of weapon, and is just going to dash up to Zachriel. Tadias, it's your turn.
What's my distance to get to where my token is actually?
Oh boy. I did say 60 feet, didn't I?
Yeah, so I can
So,
get
yeah,
there with bonus
60.
action and movement.
You could, yeah.
Alright, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, I can make that attack with disadvantage. So I'm going to get to there, and I'm going to throw Rezier. I'll have shield left hand. And I guess I'll just make a thrown disadvantage attack against the one that's next to him.
Okay. That is a miss, as it clangs off of her shield.
Whips right back into my belt. Zachriel, we should retreat.
I have to kill a traitor first.
Speaking of traitors, it's his turn. He approaches you in his scale mail, and he's going to take an attack. 10 to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna repost that.
All right.
Ooh, fancies.
So as he misses, I just, you've made a terrible mistake. And I roll a natural 1.
All right. Well, that is unfortunate. It's this one's turn. He comes up, stepping on the whatchamacall, the plowed earth, and he's gonna huck a javelin at Tadias. $17 to hit.
That will not hit. I have 18 with the shield.
All right. Clangs off of your shield. Someone does a thing. That's their turn. Carahel.
Alright, we are hidden from our distance, correct? They don't know we exist back here.
Yeah.
And do I recognize any of the buildings being from what the boy described?
Oh yeah, they're
Where his parents is? Where
Wait,
his parents are?
Oh. You recognize that one. Actually, no, sorry, this one, because it's the mill.
The one in the center? Alrighty. So I am going to curve around and try and take the back way to go rescue the parents.
Okay. So,
It was 60 feet to get to my token.
yeah.
Alright, so that was 40 plus 20 plus another 20. I get to 10, 20, right? Oh. Yeah, I'll remain there.
Okay. Illyria.
Okay, so what was that again? Do they see us or?
No, not yet, but you have 60 feet to clear before you get where your token is.
I think the longbow does have range to hit from there, the first one, I think.
150.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, it does. It does.
So you can shoot them without leaving your cover, I think.
You could.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that.
You're just gonna shoot?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one.
Okie doke. That's a hit. Bummer. What's Valora doing?
Wouldn't she have advantage? Or
Oh yeah, she
not knowing
would.
she's there?
See if it's crit.
Sorry, what?
See if it's a crit. Roll again.
Oh, for advantage or normal?
So you already rolled once, so roll again once to see if you crit because you would have advantage.
Oh.
Okay, so 4 damage. What's Valora doing? Anything?
Staying back for now.
Okay. Let's see, about 20 feet of movement. This guy comes out. You see what he meant. You see what Cedric meant by shiny eye, as you see this sort of frosty, kind of like wispy smoke pouring out of one of his eyes, and he looks over to you, Zachriel, and he is going to cast Ray of Frost at you from his eye.
Oh.
With a 9 to hit as it strikes the ground behind you.
You put your faith in that?
And that's his action. This one takes an action, and that's his turn. This one comes out. You see another one of them. This one's wearing the tokens that are darker have scale mail. So the one next to Zachriel doesn't have scale mail. He comes out and he's gonna huck a javelin. He just bursts out and goes "Ah!" and throws a javelin without any regard for his allies. They're giving you cover, paradoxically. 12 to hit, as it sort of skits across. Hum, it's your turn.
So Hum's got a lot of movement. So 25 forward. She's not anywhere near. But
Nope.
she realizes she's carrying the magic missile wand.
Yeah.
And she whips that out. And do I just roll 5 1d4s?
It
Yeah,
depends
well-
on how many charges you want to use. How many charges were you thinking about busting?
So let me read the thing.
They should be in the chat for all of us, I think.
It's also in the SRD,
Yeah.
I think. Yep. Okay. Spending charges. Use an action to expend one or more of its charges to cast Magic Missile for one charge you cast first level version. You can increase the spell slot level for one additional charge you spend. So for every spell slot higher than one that Magic Missile is cast at, you cast another missile. So if you use 5 charges, you actually have 7 missiles.
Okay.
So who's that going to? You can also be selective on which missile hits who.
So can I hit Pef here with 4 and the girl standing next to Zachriel with 3?
Absolutely. So for Pef, roll 4d4 plus 4, and then for the other one, roll 3d4 plus 3. Okay. Pef takes 13 damage to the face. Alright. Doesn't look too good. And the other one doesn't look too good now either. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I'm going to use my psychic blades with that too.
You can't. It's not an attack.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Then I'm just going to throw inspiration at Zachriel.
Alright. Zachriel, you're inspired.
Oh.
Alright, this one comes out. Sees what's going on and sees Tadias. Doesn't see... Oh no, yeah, sees Hum. Okay, so sort of chuckles a bit, sees Carahill running, and decides to go after her. So he actually can only get to there. And hucks a javelin at disadvantage. Natural 1 misses as it sticks in the ground next to Karela as she keeps running. Another soldier comes out. This one does not have armor. And just sort of advances up to here using the dash action, and that's their turn. Zachriel.
Alright, I drop the sword and pull the shovel.
The shovel is very happy right now.
Excellent. And I'm
Cue the
gonna
music.
bludgeon Peth. I'm gonna try to bludgeon Peth. Feeling non-lethal.
Okay.
I've got a bone to pick with him later.
All right. That's a hit.
Damn.
You knock him out. And oddly enough, so the way I wrote this, you get goodies for doing certain things, and you did 2 goodies at the same time. So I'm going to just have to account for that. You'll see later. So let me actually apply that, because I have to do that now or I'll forget.
The shovel's enlightened.
Yeah.
Elated. Other adjectives.
Okay. Oh crap! I didn't change that. All right, stand by.
So do I get some sort of feeling of...
You get a feeling of like, you get a strange sensation of like, good job for knocking them out, because they weren't totally bad, but take them to jail probably. That's the kind of feeling you get. Not in those words, but more of a feeling.
Well, that was Ekra's plan, so he feels a sense of resolve from this. And his bond grows closer to the shovel.
Jesus. Love it. Okay. Paste. That's better. Okay. So... Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. This one advances on you. You recognize more, of the same regalia of... Not regalia, but like symbolism, whatever, of the way shields. They're going to take an attack at you with their sword.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
I'm going to riposte that.
Okay.
So when he swipes at me with the sword, I kind of like dodge back a little bit and then swing with the shovel towards his head. I'm dealing non-lethal when I use the shovel.
Okay.
Just trying to knock people out.
Okay. People that you're certain are way shields?
I'm going to use my
Inspiration?
of that.
Okay. It's not worth it.
I don't know. Oh, all right. Well, DM's telling me not to.
That's nice.
I mean, it's a D6.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I was thinking the no armor, not the...
Yeah, this
Anyway.
one has scale mail. Tadias, it's your turn.
Alright. That works. I can keep my bonus if I do that. So to here. And I'm going to make 1 non-lethal attack, seeing the read of the room and try to get the back of her head.
The one that's unarmored is unarmored, so
Alright, sweet. Bring the dagger in the back of the noggin.
that's a hit.
Ooh, I rolled with disadvantage accidentally.
Still a hit, even if we're disadvantage.
Woo! 6.
All right. They're very winded now. Go ahead and do your other attack if you have it.
I have the shield in the other one. I can't do that.
Okay.
But as a bonus action, I am going to click my belt and do my little windiness. So I'm going to Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
which means I have another 10 feet of movement and then don't proc opportunity attacks. So I'm just going to hop this way. Try to draw
Okay.
some fire.
All right. So you've... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. They're down. All right. This one is going to step over their friend's body. I'm just going to put them on the GM layer. Get them out of here. And attack Zachriel. With a crit.
Oh, that hit.
7 plus 7 is 14 damage. That one is going to come out and get to here, and that's all they can do. Carehill.
Alright, I'm going to continue on the path that I foresaw. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
How far are you going?
Yeah, I'm would I be able to pass between the rock and the building?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So... I have 80 of movement, the dash. So I will go ahead and move there.
All right. Anything you want to do? Can you do anything?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay, Illyria.
Okay, I'm going to move, I guess, a little over here a bit. So I can get a good shot on her.
Okay. Did you move? Your token's not actually there. You're still behind the thing, remember?
So you can get 30 feet closer to the token. Once you hit 60 feet, you're at the token. I think you actually move 35, don't you?
Yeah, she does, because she's a wood elf.
So you're almost to where your token was if you use just your movement. So you'd still probably be back here on the map. But you can still shoot from where that is. So move forward and you can still shoot and still do everything. It's just you're not exactly where we all are.
Right, so you would actually be just a little bit behind your token as it was, but you can still attack.
Yeah, you can hit almost everything here.
Okay.
You're crazy.
Okay, I'll attack from there then.
Okay. Who are you attacking?
Let's go with her.
Okay. The other one is on its last legs. That one looks like she hasn't taken any hits at all.
Okay, let's go with her then.
Okay. Nice. They're dead. It goes right through them. And you know what? Just because I've sort of led you down this path, the one behind her gets nicked in the leg for 1 point of damage, because I'm nice. And anything else you want to do with that? Where's
no,
Valora? Is Valora with you?
Yeah, she follows me.
Okay. The weird guy with the cold flame eye angrily walks over here and is going to shoot at Zachriel again. $16.
Yes.
He's very upset. Yeah, they do that. Okay. This one's going to run up to Tadias. Can they? Okay. They run up to here, and from 5 feet away, they're going to huck a javelin at you. Uh, 15 to hit, bounces off your shield. Hum, it's your turn.
Hum is still trying to get up to the fight.
She's almost
She
there.
runs forward another 25 feet. She's almost to her token.
So she's about 10 feet away from her token. You have some range weapons, so...
Well, I'm going to use my crossbow. It's going to be a disadvantage, though.
Okay.
And she's going to shoot at this one right here.
All right. That is unfortunately a miss.
And she's going to keep trying to make it up there.
Okay. This one is going to come over here to Dias and try to attack him. 12 to hit, misses. This one advances onto Zachriel and attacks him. 22 to hit.
Hit.
8 slashing.
Ouch.
It's your turn.
All right. One that just hit me. I'm going to attack.
Okay. That's a hit.
I'm going to make that a trip.
All right.
So DC 13 strength save.
They are prone.
Right. They take a total of 16.
Nice.
Unlegal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge and attack them again with advantage.
All right.
I'm assuming unconscious.
Very unconscious. All right.
And with my bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to second wind.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This one sees you do that, isn't too happy about it. Although they don't really care that much, but they're gonna try to attack you anyway. 8 to hit.
Yes.
That one is. Wait, yeah, that one is gone. Wait. Tadias.
As much as I want to get the mage, is everything I'm gonna make sure my boy doesn't get surrounded. So I'm just gonna move in here and try to ting this one on my top part.
Okay.
So non-lethal, so I'm getting in there with it.
Okay.
9 is misses.
9 misses. Do you
Yeah,
want
25
to?
feet. Oh yeah, you're right. I will improvise. Thank you for reminding me about that. I'm forgetting I'm homebrew. But
That's a hit.
woo, 7 points.
Plus the force damage, right?
No, I didn't get advantage on it. It says I can keep it for a minute until I choose one. So I'm choosing to keep my extra not getting provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
So I'm using that power. So I'm going to hop back here without taking opportunity attacks and get back on his flank.
All right. Wait. Is that one? Yeah. Oh no, that one's still up. Okay. Going to attack Zachriel. Or what?
I'm trying to think if I have anything as a bonus action that can help him because I can interact with objects. I'm not seeing anything immediately useful. No, I'm good.
All right. 8 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Is Carehill trying to be sneaky?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Roll stealth check.
Yay!
Oh, where was that before? Okay, so instead of noticing you, this one starts to run up and join the fight. Hucks a javelin at Tadias. That's a crit for 12 damage.
Uchi.
So roll me that con check. Concentration.
I can do that.
You lose Zephyr Strike. Zephyr, blah, blah, blah. Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
Carehill, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Is that bush passable to travel
Yeah, it's
through?
passable.
Alrighty. Any sort of movement loss if I go through it?
It's rough terrain, so it costs, for 1 square, it costs double movement.
And 30 to get here.
You see that the door is still slightly ajar.
I'll go ahead and slowly open it. Can I peer inside?
Okay. You slowly open it, and a sword comes out to try to attack you. So you're going to take an advantaged attack.
Alrighty.
14 to hit.
That just barely hits, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So these shark teeth dig into your flesh, and it hurts real bad. This is an additional d8. So it's going to be 8 plus... Ooh, that much damage. 8 plus 15 damage.
Alrighty.
Come on. Yeah, there we go.
15 damage?
Yep. So this person was basically waiting right here for you. It's still your turn. You doing anything?
Since I am there and they see me and I see them now, I will go ahead. Can I, could I have, done a
Huh?
reaction? A reaction to that?
I mean, sure. What do you mean?
I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, sure, totally. You can take a reaction on your turn, yeah. What save do they need to make? Dex?
Oh, I think I'm supposed to do level 2 on that.
So roll another d10. And they failed the save.
Let me just make sure real quick.
Yeah, I think it's 3d10.
It is. Yeah, it is for the. You're right. Roll a d10.
Oof.
All right, so 18 damage at this guy. Slashed at you, hurt you bad. Now you hurt him bad. It's a guy.
Yay.
And it's still your turn.
And
You still have an action.
alrighty. So I will add bonus action too, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Alright, I will take out my short sword and stab him.
All right.
Hopefully.
That's a hit.
Awesome.
And you kill.
Great.
All right.
I think that was only 5 of my, or 25 of my movement, so I'll go ahead and go inside as well.
Okay. When you get inside, around here, sort of tied up to the bottom of this gear at the, it's got a shaft, and you see 2 people with their wrists bound to it, and they're sort of, it's spinning, and they have to like crawl around to not get twisted up into the shaft. So that's your turn, Illyria.
Okay, I'm at my token now. Did we say that?
Yeah, you can be. Yeah, you're at your token.
I don't have access to Valoria, so she's supposed to be like right behind me.
Okay, sure. Hold on, let me give you access to Valoria. What is happening? Wait a minute. There we go. There you go. So you have access to her. So she's right here. What are you doing?
Okay, and what does that one mean? What did we do to her?
She's unconscious.
She's unconscious.
I think one of the X's is 2. Isn't our Elven buddy?
Yeah, the middle X
as well?
is unconscious as well.
Right. Okay. So what are you doing?
No, that one should be dead. She shot that with the crit.
Oh, right. What are you doing next?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at that one then.
Okay. That's a miss. All right. Okay. So, the Frost Flame guy is still very upset. He is going to... You watch as he disappears in a silvery mist and appears right behind you, Zachriel. And he is going to... Oh. One sec. Nah. Yeah, he gets behind you, and he is going to, without any care for his allies, cast Thunder Wave. So I need Tadias and Zachriel to make con saves. Alright, Tadias does not pass, but the damage is very crappy. So, Tadias, you take 5 damage, Zachriel takes 2. Tadias, you're pushed back 10 feet this way. Actually, 15 feet this way. This one needs to make a con save.
thought it was only 10 for Thunderwave.
What do you mean 10?
It's pushed back 10 feet.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Apologies.
No problem.
This one saves, so they take 2. And they're just kind of... And then you also, like, you look down and you notice that after that concussive blast, the cultists / former way shields aren't breathing anymore. But that's his turn. That one's dead. This one's going to try to run up from behind and attack you, Tadias. 13 to hit. Misses. Hum, it's your turn.
So I move. I finally get to where I'm at and can move here.
Okay.
And can I throw sleep at this guy?
Sleep would probably take out Zachriel first.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So she pulls out her crossbow and she fires at Sparkly Eyes.
All right. That's a hit.
And she's also going to use her Psychic Blades.
All right. Roll them 2d6s. Pretty please.
I'm working on it, sorry.
You should make a macro for it.
I know I need to.
All right. So you slams his butt, and he's like, ah, ah. It's this one's turn. Is going to sort of look around, and because they saw arrows flying out, so they're going to start going this way. Actually, they're going to try to take a swipe at Hum. 11 to hit.
Miss.
And they're going to stay there for now. That one is down. That one doesn't do anything. Zachriel, it's your turn.
You attack your allies with reckless abandon. You do not deserve to live. And I turn the shovel on its edge, and I swing at it.
All right. That's a hit.
All right. Never going to use that inspiration.
8 damage.
You know what?
I'm whispering in the back of your head, dude.
I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually not going to. That's it.
Okay. All right. This one sort of shakes their head, turns to Tadias, and is going to take a swing at him. 10 to hit, misses. It's your turn, Tadias.
Now, unequipping my shield, is that a free action, or is that my bonus?
That would be... to doff a shield is an action.
Okay, and because I interact with objects as a bonus, I can do it as a bonus?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
So, I'm going to chuck off my shield as a bonus action, and then, as my action, you're going to start to see a white light glow from Tadias' eyes. As something about him seems to change a little bit, and he gives out a loud scream as he looks up, and you see 2 big white wings shoot out of the back of him. And then I'm gonna fly 30 feet in the air. So I'll take all the opportunity attacks I need to. Just right in the sky.
All right. Where are you going?
Just directly up.
Oh, okay. So you'll take 3... Not 3. Wait. No, yeah, 2 opportunity attacks. I'm going to give them disadvantage because they didn't see that coming at all.
Did somebody see it coming?
17 to hit.
Besides Tadias?
3 slashing.
I'll do my shield.
You still have your shield. Or you threw out your shield, so 17...
The spell.
Oh, the spell. Got it.
Yeah,
and
shield,
then,
shield, and shield, right?
Yeah. Then the other one attacks you. 14 to hit. Misses. And you're all up in the air now. Is this one still alive? Yes, it is. Okay. So this one's very hell-bent on... Oh, wait a minute. They needed to make a save too.
Everyone.
Okay, hold on a second. The one was on the GM layer and it was confusing me. Okay, give me a second. So they need to make a con save. They pass. Okay, then they take 2 damage. Okay, going to attack Zachariel again. Bring. 17 to hit. Misses.
Miss.
Right. Okay. This one sees Tadias floating in the sky and just kind of like, what the? And then just like shakes her head and tries to chuck a javelin at him. 7 to hit. They're
My AC is
blinded
21.
blinded by your radiance.
Yeah.
Carahel, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Do I notice this person in the back?
You know what? You don't, because I never rolled for them.
Okay.
They're actually blocked by the turn order. Rip.
Am I able to reach to try and free?
I mean, you can just walk in.
Okay. Did you say they were chained to it?
No, they're tied to it with really rough-looking twine.
I will attempt to try and free them from it. I'll use my short sword, I guess, and try and cut it off. Or I'll use a dart. I'll use a dart and try and cut it off.
Wait, you're gonna throw a dart at rope to cut it?
No, just use the dart to not throw it. Just hold it with my hand and try and cut it.
I'm confused. Can you tell me what you're trying to do again?
I'll just use the short sword to try and cut the rope.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it works, and they're free. I'm not gonna make you roll an attack for that.
Okay.
And they kind of like spill on the ground. Ah, thank you.
I tell them to go over and stay in the corner for now.
All right. Then,
And I will head back outside to go help them fight.
okay. You used about 30 feet of your movement doing all that, I think.
Okay.
Illyria.
Okay, I'm gonna go after that same chickie right there.
Okay. Is Valora doing anything this turn?
Can I have her go first, and then can I do an attack, or how does that work with them?
So you can order your turn however you want. You have like that document I gave you. You can use your bonus action to command her to do a certain number of things. You can use your action to command her to attack. And she has movement, and her turn is on your turn. So you can have her move during your turn, however much she can move.
Okay, so it's either I attack or she attacks?
For now, yeah. Otherwise, you'd be getting 2 attacks at 3rd level, which is not the design philosophy of 5e.
Okay, I'm just gonna let her stay there, and I'm just gonna try at that chick again.
Okay. That is a miss. I will remind you, now that your turn's over, she can take the help action. Moving on. So, this one is going to... The guy with the weird flaming eye, he is going to... Oh, yeah. He is going to actually poof once more. Actually, no. You watch him, and you see a bunch of more of him just sort of appear around him in puffs of misty smoke. And he is going to he is going to start walking this way. You can take your attack of opportunity if you want, Zachriel.
I will.
So, roll a d20. Okay, so one of the things around him just sort of shimmers and disappears. And they get to here, and that's their action. So they get to here, and they're just staring down Illyria. This one is going to huck a javelin at Tadias. This scale-mailed individual. 23 to hit. 7 piercing. Hum, it is your turn.
Hum's got this one that's standing right next to her.
Yep.
She's going to look right at her and throw sleep at her.
Okay, roll the d8s. Falls asleep. Let's see how much is left actually. What's the can you roll me the spell card, please?
Oh, sure.
So you hit spell card and then
Yeah, I'm looking on it. How it's
okay.
being... I'm having a hard time rolling the spell card.
Where'd you put the sleep spell?
It's in my
No, but I mean, where'd you
spell
put
slot.
the point?
I think it's.
So it's a point. It's a 20-foot radius from a point you choose.
It's right in front of me where she is.
So it would hit me first.
It would hit him first.
Or this guy if he's got...
No. So... Yeah, but it would hit Zachriel first. Yeah, so Zachriel falls asleep.
Damn it!
Zachriel falls asleep, and so does she. And that's it. So they're asleep. Carahil, out of the water, you see the strange watery serpent appear. And, no, come on. And turn into the nasty blueskin man that you met before. And he just kind of smiles at you. And that's all he can do. Zachriel, you're asleep. How do you recover from that? I don't know.
I don't believe I can. So I either have to be hit or
Yep.
shaken awake.
Yep. That is unfortunate. Okay. So yeah, Zachriel's asleep. Can't do anything. So this one's gonna walk over and attack him, and she's gonna have a crit if she hits.
She has advantage.
Yep. That's unfortunate. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Fortunately, they rolled low, so 7 damage. Then you're awake.
Awake.
You know, I don't like the sleep spell. Tadias, it's your turn.
Alright, the one that just crit my friend, I am going to chuck a dagger and a hand axe at her.
Okay.
So start with Rezier.
That's a miss.
Let's improvise that.
Alright. That's a crit.
At 3 because of Radiant.
Derp. 12, okay. Hurt her a lot.
Then I'm going to take the hand axe and I'll bring it down. Immediately just chuck it right into the same spot I hit her, and it's like much deeper, much more aggressive voice than Tadias has ever had. Savanir, help me!
Okay.
And bam, hand axe.
That's a hit. Oh, wait. That's not a hit. It bounces off of her scale mail.
Okay. And then I will I guess, fly over this way, still maintaining my altitude.
Okay. Yeah, this one seizes the opportunity and is going to attack Zachriel. You're prone.
So advantage +2 for flanking.
Yes. Fortunately, 17 doesn't hit.
17 with +2?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that misses.
The higher one was 15, without the +2.
Okay.
Good to have a high AC. This one is just totally amazed at what's going on with Zachriel, but is still at the same time wants to take him out of the sky. How high up is he?
I'm 30 feet up.
Okay. So from there, she'd have disadvantage, so 8 misses.
Mm-hmm.
As the javelin just kind of falls and, like, you see it pass between or underneath your feet. Carahel, what are you doing?
Alrighty, after weighing my options, I've decided to risk it and guard this door. Let's close this gap and attack it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Awesome. And I will use my bonus action.
That's a miss.
I will also spend 1 key point to attack again. That is a flurry of blow.
That is a miss.
Alrighty.
Illyria.
Okay, so you said I can get Valora to help me?
Okay, so the help action in 5e, if Valora were over here, she can give Zachriel the help action and give him advantage on an attack against her. That's what the help action is, most of the time in combat.
Okay.
And you have to use your bonus action to do that. Or you can use your bonus action to cast a spell. So what are you doing? Delay is really bad.
You.
30 seconds.
Okay, I guess I'll do Ensnaring Strike
Hey, there you go. Who are you attacking?
on him.
Okay. Dig it. First off. Okay. Go and attack. Alright, one of his duplicates disappears. And he has one left. The sort of vines sprout out around the duplicate and it just sort of disintegrates. It is its turn, and it's going to approach, and it's going to shoot at you with its eye. That is not the attack roll. There it is. 20 to hit. Whoa.
That hits.
11 cold damage. And you feel ice encasing your arms, like raised up to your chest, and it sort of encases your legs too, and you are restrained. This one is going to take a shot at Tadias. 21 to hit.
Is that with disadvantage?
No, it misses.
All right, there we go.
10 feet. Or 10 to hit with disadvantage. Hum, it's your turn.
Hum is going to run forward and heal Zachriel
Okay.
and whisper into his ear, "Sorry for putting you to sleep."
What?
Are you going to roll the spell?
I'm rolling it.
You heal for 6. Anything else you want to do with your bonus action?
No, I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay. That one's still asleep. Carahill, the man before you takes those hits, just kind of smiles, and you watch as this sort of icy sheet covers over his body. He looks like he's still nimble. But that's all he can do.
All right.
Zachriel.
As you touch Zachiel, you notice that the flames on his head kind of reignite as they were dimming out, as he slowly brings himself to his feet. Ugh. And he is going to, looking around, he goes for the target with less armor.
Okay.
Shovel.
That's
oh
a hit.
Oh my god. Non-lethal, by the way.
Okay. Nice hit.
Jesus.
Does not look good. You conked her pretty good over the head with the shovel.
Yep.
And as you do that, the Reaver behind you is going to attack you. 12 to hit.
That's a miss. I'm going to use my last superiority die.
Okay, roll the attack. Don't talk, roll the attack. See what I'm saying? You hit.
I've, the last time I proposed, I don't know if I hit, but I forgot extra damage.
That's a shame. But
8 bludgeoning. I dong her on top of the head with the flat part of the shovel.
And this is non-lethal?
Yes, sir.
Alright, they go unconscious. Now it's Thaddeus' turn.
Alright, so everyone's unconscious besides this guy and these two over here?
This one is still up and about.
Alright, then I should be able to get in range for a close range with diagonals there. And then I can still have 10 feet to move. So, 2 attacks. It is your...
Hit. Kill.
Radiant. Yep.
And you should have your other attack still.
Let's see, 10 more. I'm going to get within range of this guy. I should be in the 20 from there.
Yep.
And let's do a hand axe.
Trigonometry. That's a miss.
Miss.
Alright. So this one sort of just... Wait, that one's not alive anymore. This one just sort of shakes their head, draws their sword, and starts to... Yeah. Comes over here. This one is... We'll just put them there. They come over here, and they're going to try to attack Zachriel. They don't get flanking benefit. And roll 2 natural ones. Carahill, it is your turn.
Alright.
The person is covered in this icy sheen, and you remember seeing Zachriel attack, and the ice froze against him and hurt him.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of that, so I'm going to use a key point to take a bonus action and disengage. Just take
Okay.
a step back and shoot instead of close
Okay.
range attack. Cast my short aside so I can draw my short bow.
Okay. That's a crit. That's 12 damage. And you notice a whole bunch of cracks appear on this icy sheet. And it looks like it definitely can't take another hit like that. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Okay. Illyria, you're restrained. You can unrestrain yourself by taking an action to make a strength check.
Does the freezing last long?
Yes. Very long.
Okay, I might as well do the strength check, I guess.
And, Valora will assist you, so go ahead and roll with advantage. Okay, that's just enough, and you are free. Unfortunately, it is his turn. And he just shoots you again. Wow. 22 to hit.
Yep.
12 cold damage. And you're restrained again. Oof, these guys are tough. This one is going to sort of walk around the chaos. And from there is going to attack Hum. With 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
Hum, it's your turn.
Well, since she attacked first, I'm going to go ahead and... Where is she? Take out my rapier.
Oh, that is a... Who are you attacking? This one, right? Oh, okay, that's a miss.
Damn. That's all I can do.
Okay. That one's still asleep. This one approaches Carahill. And, let's see here. He's, yeah, he's going to try to attack her with a dagger. 9 to hit.
That misses.
Zachariel, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to, once again, swing with the flat-sided shovel at this person.
Okay.
And I will now finally use the D6.
Yay.
17, unfortunately, misses. Who are you attacking?
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Their AC is 18.
Damn.
Scale, mail, and shield, man.
That's what I have.
They are unconscious. Tadias, it's your turn.
Alright, so if I'm using diagonals, I'm 10 feet away from this guy if I want to be 5 above him.
Sure.
I am going to make an athletics check against him to grapple him above him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics check. Let me get his... yeah, you rolled a 10.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash when I fly directly up with him.
Okay. And then drop him?
No. I'm going to hold him and I'm going to stare to him with these blinding white eyes and say, "Call them off!"
Alright. Roll a persuasion check. Actually, no, roll an intimidation check.
Yeah, I -1 on that, but it's fun. Yay.
He's just kind of like, He just seems
Hey,
more
if he drops
confused.
me, he comes down with me.
He just seems more confused than anything.
So let's see. If I use 10 feet that way, I have 20 feet up, 30 feet, 50, and because it has to be because we're 25 feet up in the air.
Okay, you keep track of that.
I'm doing it.
Sweet.
I'll keep flying with him.
So this one's going to attack Zachariel. 19 to hit.
Miss. Oh, that's a hit.
6 slashing damage.
Right.
Carahill, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I will spend my last key point to once again disengage on my bonus
Okay.
and move away from the door, which I didn't want to do, but we will do that. And I will attack with my short bow again.
Okay. That's a miss. It
Yeah.
kind of just goes wide. Illyria, you're restrained and stuff.
I'm going to try and unstrain myself.
Okay, you have advantage because Laura's just like, I want to help. Okay, you are out. And how far up did you say you are with the guy?
I'm 25 feet up with him right now.
Okay. He is going to try to do some stuff. Oh, okay. That's right, I used those. All right. He is going to try to cast a spell at you with disadvantage because close.
That works.
16 to hit.
That will miss.
All right.
Once I use my shield. So that'll be my second shield.
Okie doke.
One left.
All right. So
What did they look like he was doing?
he gives you the stink eye, but you have him in a weird way, so he's just kind of like moving his head and trying to like zap at you, and he manages to connect, but your shield sort of deflects the ray of frost. Hum, this one's going to try to attack you. 13 to hit.
Miss.
All right. It's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna reach back and heal my use cure wounds again on
Okay.
Zachriel.
Nice. That one's still asleep. You watch Carhill as the icy sheet reappears on the person before you, and he gives a big bellowing laugh as the magical frost energy reignites, essentially. Zachriel, it's your turn.
Alright, again, backing up.
Okay. And they're just totally fine, too. That's a hit. They're not fine anymore. Alright. That one's out to Dias.
I see him cast the ray past my shoulder. I hold the shield up and say, wrong decision. And with my action and bonus action, I get 70 feet up with him, and I let go.
That's 76. Alright, he falls to the ground. And the one duplicate that he had disappears as he dies. Nice move. Zachriel, the one that you just attacked is going to try to return the favor. 9 to hit.
Miss.
Carhill.
Alright, I will attempt to shoot at him again.
Okay. That's a hit
Awesome.
for 4 damage. And it sort of embeds itself in the frosty energy, and the cold energy sort of like moves up the shaft of the arrow, and it just sort of drops down to the ground. As you see, like, water vapor just sort of spill off of it. Illyria, you're not restrained.
Yay, finally. Okay, I'm gonna... So she is unconscious, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at her.
Alright. Anything special?
Just towards the face, because she's got armor on, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Because, you know, like, I like my eye shots.
That's a hit. No, it's not. That is not a hit. Is Valera doing anything?
No. I
Okay.
don't think she can.
She could help Zachriel.
Okay, so she can go help him, and then
So what?
what
So
happened there?
so basically, you can send her up, and does something. She does something distracting or something. We flavor it, but she basically gives Zachriel advantage on the next attack against whoever you choose. That's what the help action is. That's sort of where the power of this subclass
Okay.
comes from.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So you move Allura up. Probably
Then she moves by there. Or...
sure. Standing over this unconscious corpse and starts giving Zachriel help with the one in front of him. He's dead. The one next to Hum is going to take an attack at her again. That's a javelin. 14?
It hits.
4 piercing. No, wait. Oh, okay. 4 slashing. It's your turn.
Well, she's going to take out her rapier again and aim at the one that just aimed at her.
Okay. That's a hit. No, it's not. That's a miss. Man. Damn it. This one that Carehill is facing off against all in her lonesome is going to chuck a dagger at her.
I'm going to use for my reaction deflect missiles.
All right.
But,
Well, it doesn't hit anyway. 6 to hit.
oh, it doesn't hit? Okay.
Zacriel, you have advantage on the one next to you.
Alright. Feeling invigorated by the kitty. Swing my shovel. Check his head again.
That's a hit.
Ding.
6 bludgeon, ding ding. All right. Starting to look worse and worse. That one's unconscious. Tadias.
All right, bonus action to dash. That means I have 60 range of this one, about 20 feet away, 20 feet up at least.
Okay.
And I will make one attack because I want one, and I will go with Razier.
All right.
Button press. Where are you? Oh yeah, there it is.
That's a hit.
+3, so 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. This one's like, looks up at you. Narrows her eyes.
And I'll put just 5 feet high.
All right. Zacriel, the one that you just hit, is going to return the favor again as you're locked in this combat of sword versus shovel. Wow, good thing it didn't have advantage. So, natural 1. Misses.
I just smack the sword away with the shovel.
Carehill.
We need to make a subclass for him called the Ace of Spades.
All right, let's try attacking with a bow once more.
All right. That's a hit.
Awesome.
3
Even
damage.
less than last time.
Man, the short bow is just not giving you any favors.
Nope.
Illyria, it's your turn.
Okay, I haven't been really lucky with my longbow, so I'm going to order. Can I order Valora from here?
You
Or
can.
Is there a range?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna
Within reason.
get her to bite the one in front of Zacriel there.
All right. Roll her attack. Should be on the sheet. 18 hits. So if you click bite, it should roll the damage. Yeah. Oh, and she mauls her. They go down. Nice. That one. This one turns around, looks at Tadias. Is gonna. How high up is Tadias?
25 now. I was 20 in range then.
Okay, so she is going to look around because she's out of javelins, and is going to run over here to one that fell on the ground. You have an attack of opportunity.
I pull out my crossbow and just fire at her.
An attack of opportunity can only be made with a melee weapon.
Oh,
Plus, you had your
Okay,
rapier
well
out.
then,
You had your rapier
I
out
had my
anyways.
rapier out anyways, so.
That's a hit. All right. You jab her through the knee. And then she looks back at you angrily, picks up the javelin, looks up between you and Tadias, and higher or lower, literally, is going to throw it at Hum. 17 to hit for 5 piercing.
Well, it hits.
Hum, it's your turn.
Well, I get my crossbow out and shoot at her.
All right, that's a hit.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to
And
add my
you
second
kill.
blades. Oh, well, I don't need to then.
Dang.
It goes right through her neck and out the other side. I need to invest in a round counter. How long have you been?
5 rounds.
5 rounds. Thanks for counting.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, I got you.
So that one still unconscious. So this one's going to pull out another dagger, and is going to sort of playfully kind of like walk around a little bit, and then he just tries to stab right at Carahill. For 10 to hit.
That misses.
Uh,
Can't aim well.
Zachriel,
Can I see? I can see this going on now, right?
you can.
Right. Start scanning the battlefield.
Yep.
Run my 30 feet, and I'm going to huck a javelin. See if it's.
All right.
Oh, it would be.
That is a hit. And the shovel, you get the impression that they're very, very pleased about this.
As I throw a javelin instead of using.
No. Well, you'll see. So you see lots of cracks form along the icy sheen on this dude's body. This one's unconscious. Tadias.
All right, bonus action dash. I will be advantaged, but I get right her. So let's move right her. And I will make one attack with Rezier from that range with this.
That's a miss.
All right, misses and right back on my belt.
As it sort of weaves its way through Carahill's legs and back to your belt. Carahill, it's your turn.
Alrighty, I will swiftly dance around this dude to pick up my short sword. And would I still be able to attack with it?
You pick up your short sword. That's an object interaction. Yes, you can still attack.
Okay.
That is a hit. And unfortunately, you take 15 cold damage, as it had one more temporary hit point.
It was worth it.
Okay. So
I'm unconscious.
you watch Carahill fall as the icy sheen just sort of like wraps around her head. Illyria. Scanning the battlefield. All the other combatants besides you and your companions are down. What do you do?
Ooh,
You can see with your keen elven eyes that Carahill goes down behind this kind of big blue-skinned fellow.
I'd have to move up.
Actually, you could hit him from there.
You and your range.
Oh, I'm at like one. What is it? 150?
It's 150.
150.
150. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
Falls right past him, and Tadias, you can hear him sort of laughing at Carahill as he looks like he's about to pounce with another dagger. He's dead. They're dead. Hum, it's your turn.
Hum just moves forward, running towards Carahill as fast as her little legs will carry her. How far is she?
Pretty far.
She's still gonna aim her crossbow, even though it's with disadvantage.
Okay. That's still a hit.
Nice.
And he's laughing and he turns around. It's his turn. He sees everyone rushing at him, looks down at Carahill, looks toward the water, and he runs, and he turns into a wussy water serpent, and he starts melding into the water and swimming away. And we're out of initiative.
I fly in
Are we?
really quickly, land next to Carahill.
I think so.
Healing.
Unconscious.
I don't have to.
Oh, no, we're not out of initiative. You're right. So hold on. Go back to your space. Zachariel, make your movement.
Okay, well, I can't get to her, so I'll just run up. I'll actually, while I'm running up, can I see where that guy's gone, or is he completely?
Make a perception check.
Alright.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Well, even with a 12, you can't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
tell.
yeah. So I spend my whole movement to dash, and I begin attempting to dress her wounds, but I can't this turn.
Tadias.
I just kind of bonus action dash and land right next to the water in her and lay my hands on her chest and I
Oh, yeah.
pump hit points into her.
And Carry Hill's fine, and now we're out of initiative. Let me get some ambience.
We got a whole lot of unconscious people here.
You know,
We should
for a
probably
fat
tie
man.
him up.
keeps getting away quite easily.
Well, we could always question these ones we got. We got
How
enough
many
of them.
do I have?
Carol, are you alright? I help her to her feet.
Did you say something, Brittany?
Yeah, I asked how much HP do I have now?
3.
You're 3.
3? Alright.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Did you guys kill that bastard?
No, he turned back into that serpent thing and swam away.
At this point, the white light just fades from my eyes, and you see the feathers start to just into ghostly shadows.
What was that?
Is that you, Tadias?
I don't
Oh no, he's done.
really know.
You must be an angel. You saved my life.
I don't think that's it, but I'm happy you're well. But if I remember correctly, and I start walking over to conscious, that's actually just sleeping.
Oh, actually, yeah. They wake up, and okay. So I forgot about that. So let's say as you get to here, they rouse. Like, or wait, wrong one. They kind of rouse, and they look around, and they see you approaching. Oh wait, no, it was actually this one. I remember the HP. This one's still unconscious because bludgeoning. Sees you approaching, sees their allies on the ground, and
Surrender!
he just sort of looks at you, turns back, and you say surrender. Roll persuasion check.
Okay, I'm still equally bad at these.
Yeah, well.
9.
And they start taking off.
Bonus action dash, run after him, attack
Okay,
action.
we're gonna roll initiative then.
Okay.
So hold on, let me don't roll yet. Let me clear the turn order. Go ahead and roll.
Can do. Faster.
Darn.
That boy.
Okay, so they are going to get 60 feet out. We're
Has
just
to
gonna.
be to stand up, right?
Oh, you're right. Sure. Well, no, I said they were
Okay.
higher or lower.
Let's go lower.
All right, so half speed to stand up. So, derp, 45 feet.
They can't outrun me anyway. They slice it.
Oh yeah, you're right. They can't. Okay.
Which one is it?
It's
Are we just doing theater of the mind?
that one. Yeah, we're doing theater of the mind.
All right, copy.
But you might be right. So they get 45 feet away from where they are. Actually.
So,
Okay, so they get to here. Ish.
so
A little further than that. So now it's your turn.
as I'm walking, do I want to? 30. Yeah, let's just do bonus action. Why not? I still have one more shield. So yeah, I'll get within 60, and then I'll just chuck Resurrect at her.
Okay. That's a hit. And
That's main damage.
they're going to turn around. Oh, actually, they're not armed. They just kind of took off. So they're going to keep running. So another 60 feet.
Okay, I'll stay within 60 feet of him, and I'll do it again.
Okay. That's a miss.
My last improvise. Oh wait, I pressed the damage. I meant to roll again. Yeah,
Oh, All right, that's just enough to kill. Unfortunately.
So I just dash after them, just throw the dagger right in the back. It whips back in my belt.
Sorry.
I need to work. No one understands me. And I kind of walk back slowly, trudging.
So,
Kara Hill's remembering everything that happened, she quickly runs back into the building to check on the parents.
7.
Now, the ones that got thunder waved, they just got unstabilized, right? They failed their death throws, or are they dead?
Oh. They are dead, because they're not heroic characters.
So we only have one alive one that's unconscious.
Looks to
This
be
one
that
is
way.
not.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna tie up this one.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go.
And while I'm doing that, I want to take off that scale mail on these things. I think that might be valuable.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we will. Let me derp. Cool. Zachriel, something happens.
Ooh, fine.
So as the weird water serpent gets away, and you feel kind of like, damn it. You feel a weird sort of like encouragement, like the sense of you'll get him next time, and you did a great job, and you sort of feel like the shovel you sort of feel it like gain power in a sense, like it feels heavier, but it feels like it's got more oomph to it. And now do me a solid and check the Sunni Spade entry.
Oh my.
Interesting.
Insert the Shovel Knight level intro music.
I was told there would be trumpets. You're right, Zachriel. You seem to be looking at that spade.
I think me and this spade were meant to find each other.
I didn't know I was a
Feel like we have a common goal. And apparently it has something to do with these cultists. As I start pointing around to the bodies with the shovel.
We only have one alive, but I guess we can sell the armor. We can tell the guards and Rolid about the way shields.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd prefer if we didn't sell the way shield armor. Maybe it would be repaired.
I look around. How many of them have the way shield armor? Is it all of them, or is it just?
It's the ones that are the tokens that are darker.
So
you should
all way shields.
Can you not see the tinted?
No,
we can see it. Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if they had normal scale armor or if they had way shield armor.
Oh, they have normal. I mean, it's not. It's the scale mail isn't particularly special. They just have they have like a
tabard, right?
Yeah, like a tabard and a sort of amulet that serves as their badge. And on the badge, that's where they sort of carved in the symbol of the Crushing Wave, which you've sort of found out by now.
Yeah.
Do they give these people this equipment the way shields, or do they purchase it themselves?
Zachariel, you know that this is a starter kit, basically. And then any further is bought on their own.
It's like a basic survival kit. Give you this armor, and you want to upgrade it, it comes out of your coin.
If that's the case, then we'll bring it back to the way shields and we'll see what.
I think we should question this one.
Well, we'll question her.
I wish the one with the frozen eye would talk to me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, because Seems he took a nasty fall.
I don't get it. I try so many times to just explain to people what will happen to them if they don't obey me, and then that happens.
Just kind of pats Tadias on the arm.
Anyway, this traitor shall be taken back to Farmstead and sent to prison.
Hopefully we can get some answers. We need
Lose-
to know more about this crushing wave.
You lose one hostage,
I
you get
think
another.
you should let me.
Yeah, it's like a
talk
1-for-1
to
trade. It's
her.
perfect.
It's a male. I'm gonna say that right now. It's
Yeah,
a
I
male.
think you should let me talk to him. I can be very persuasive.
Please do.
Right. Just don't kill this one.
Are you gonna retrieve Cedric?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start.
Just jog out to the forest.
We just whistle for Dante.
Oh yeah, he comes
He's
running.
on the back of Dante.
Yeah, we actually didn't walk that far to get here.
And I tell the parents that it's okay to come out now. It's safe. And
They come out and they're
there's corpses on your field.
I'm
they-
gonna start lining up all of the corpses and at least checking for all equipment that
Okay.
they have amongst all of them.
all right. So,
Especially this wizard-looking fool.
oh, this one, yeah. All right. So, on the way shields. Let's see here. Justin, how do I whisper roll again? What's the /W what?
Slash
Oh no,
W.
GM roll. That's right.
Yeah.
Grr.
So on each of the way shields, you find or former way shields, you find 12 gold.
And 20 on his boy.
What was that?
And 20 on his friend or no?
Yes. On Pef, you find 20 gold.
So
On the rest of them,
20.
you find 12. And then on the ones without the scale mail, a total of 24 silver.
So 104 gold and how much silver?
24 silver.
24 silver and 104 gold. I hand it all over to him. Make sure everyone gets their share.
I'll keep it safe.
So Cedric reunites with his parents. They all sort of cry and hug each other. His mother and father are both rubbing their wrists and just sort of trying to stretch out a little bit. They look over and see the carnage, and the father just sort of meekly approaches Zachariel and says, "We can't stay here." He points.
Say it.
He points to. He shakes his head. He points to the way shields that are dead or unconscious, and he says, "No, they were protecting us from gnolls, but we're not safe here anymore."
Very well. We are heading back to Farmstead. Gather your belongings. You can come with us.
He gives a big sigh, and the wife mother just sort of leans against him and chokes back.
What do you
some
sigh?
tears. He says, "You're asking why he's sighing?"
Yes.
He says, "Well, we don't have much anymore, but I'm regretful of our decisions."
What is that?
He just sort of mutters something, and you can barely make out him saying, "Homestead was a bad idea."
Well, you see, you have to take risks in life to forge your path. I tell you what. I have a home in Farmstead that I'm not going to be able to take care of for the next little while, so until you're up and on your feet, as long as you take care of the property, you can stay there for free.
He just kind of like looks at you with watery eyes, and
Think of it as
he
me
starts.
trying to repair the disgrace my where others have befallen you.
He just starts thanking you profusely. He takes one of your hands and two of his and just shakes it. Thank you, thank you.
I will tell you, the house will seem a little empty. All of my belongings are beneath it. I will trust you. You will not touch them.
Of course not, no. And
Thank you.
The little Cedric is sort of hugging his leg and he's just like patting his back.
I hope in the future, if you ever require way shield aid, you will not let this horrible tragedy deny you from choosing our service again.
He doesn't answer. He just kind of looks at you, looks at the bodies, and he just kind of shifts his eyes away, and you get the sense that that sort of trust is going to take a while to rebuild. So, you have an unconscious body, not dead.
Maybe we should bring him into the mill and talk to him a little bit.
Nice.
Yes.
You are free to do that. I really so, and I'm not doing well with conversations as of late.
Yeah, I'm better with a blade or, I guess, shovel.
Yes, you are. Most certainly. Did the wizard guy have any like chemical reagents or like implements on him or anything?
Book.
No.
Not even that glass eye thingy?
It was not a glass eye, and in fact, when he dies, it kind of fades away, and it's just an empty socket.
Gross.
Ew.
So go talk to our friend. I'm going to rest for a minute and
Actually,
we'll
hold
decide.
on. Oh no. Sorry about that. It doesn't disappear. You find a glass orb in the eye socket where the eye was blasting at you guys.
Well, Tadias likes grossing out people, so I'm gonna take my pinky and I'm just gonna.
Makes that pops.
And I kind of just hold it up to this guy and I cast Identify on it with my last spell.
Okay. It is a magical orb that what you get from Identify is that were you to replace your eye with that, you could cast Ray of Frost from your eye, and it would have an effect where it would restrain somebody.
That's pretty brutal. But something worth mentioning to the way shield, so I walk over to Zachariel and I say, this is not good tidings, friend.
Huh?
This eye is artificial. He could not cast that spell he was restraining all the Lyria with without this. And he had to do that. I kind of point to his eye, to my eye. He had to do that himself to acquire it.
Oh, that's horrible. Well, he seems to be more of a crushing wave than one of us.
The cultists are willing to sacrifice things. It's dangerous.
Yes, and you being a purveyor of magical items have just found yourself a rare find.
Hopefully someone will buy it. It seems high price, too high for me. Anyone want to go blue?
I like my
smile to
eyes.
everybody.
As interesting as that sounds.
What? You don't think your panther would look cool with?
Ah, you leave her out of here.
What about Dante? And I gave it a look.
No.
He kinda shies away
leave
from that.
Dante alone.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I probably can get to.
But you know, if we had a pet shark, that'd be pretty badass.
Oh, that would be
Pet
that'd be really
shark.
cool.
Perhaps the Wizard College will know something that can be used for it. Maybe they can repurpose it or Your uncle?
Potentially. Or we could bring it around and see if people could see where it was made and figure out an origin. Might help us find them.
Yes.
Speaking about help us find them, why don't we take this one into the building and find out what he knows?
Yes, let's eat him. I mean, interrogate.
I
I
walk up
don't-
to this rock. I take a nice long sit and stretch out and like, you all have fun with that. Play nice. Take my feet up.
Oh, now you took the fun out of it.
I will drag the person.
You'll have plenty of fun, I know you.
So you're gonna go into here, I assume. So let me make a camera. Actually, we're gonna take Valora in there because Valora looks scurry.
That is accurate.
Kara Hill's also gonna rest out here with Tadias.
Okay.
Not because she doesn't
keep
want to
going.
go in on the action, just because she's.
Oh, there we go.
I've got a really funny idea. How about we tie him to the wheel?
I am going to use my words of terror on him.
He is still out.
So we need to wake him up.
Oh, I'll just, send Valora over there, lick the prisoner until he comes awake. That'll be a kind of a rude awakening, don't you think?
Lol. Roll medicine for Valora.
Okay, now how do I do that?
If there's no skill there, just hit wisdom. Like the score. If you click that number, it'll roll a wisdom check. So Valora somehow does something like gives him a wet willy or something, and he he's like in his restraints. He looks over and sees everyone peering at him, and he just kind of shrinks down and goes quiet.
Hum walks up to him and says, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But you're going to tell me what you know.
He says, can't make you roll yet because it hasn't been a minute. He's not gonna roll yet because it hasn't been a minute. He says, I don't know that much. You'll be disappointed.
Well, why don't you just try?
I'm already disappointed. He's a way shield, right? Got the dark.
Yeah, he has the sort of ruined tabard and the amulet that has the symbol of the Crushing Wave scrawled on it, just kind of carved into it. And he says, really, I don't know much. They just paid me, gave me a nice, weird sword, and he's just giving kind of a shitty smile.
Maybe you didn't understand. So you start telling me about everything, and I don't crush you.
All right. What's your spell save DC? You're using Words of Terror, right?
Oh, I haven't started yet. Mine is 13.
Oh, okay. Because Words of Terror is like it just kind of happens. It's kind of a passive thing, and you just like out of narrative, you tell me like you're using it, and then I roll for it.
I haven't started scaring him yet.
Oh, got
I'm
it.
just trying to get him to talk.
So he says, so go ahead and make a intimidation check.
Intimidation check.
Well, you're not at a disadvantage, so the 18 applies. And he just kind of like he just looks at how she presents herself, how she carries herself. He looks at her rapier, and he just kind of look. All I know is that about 4 days ago, a small boat came up the river, and a bunch of dudes came out of it, and, well, no, that's not right. One dude came out of it, the one that had the glass eye, and he walked up, and, well, notes, hold on. He says, well, Raylum and Shoy were on guard duty in the front, and he approached them and made them an offer, and we all talked it over that night, and we decided to join them.
So you decided to become traitors to your own people.
Traitors. We're swords for hire.
You wear a waist shield.
Swords for hire. He kind of looks at Zachriel and he says, "You have some strange perceptions on what we were."
Swords for hire, united under a banner to help.
And he just kind of like sneers and he says, "We charge coin for our protection."
Who are you working for?
We do not break contracts for coin.
At that, he sort of like shrivels up a bit and just kind of sneers. He says, "I worked for the dude with the glass eye."
So you just work for a dude with a glass eye because he gives you coin?
Yes.
Zachariah, what do you want to know?
Well, I suggest you tell her everything, and I mean everything. Or else Gordon's gonna be very upset when he sees you. Because you will be going to him.
That old fuddy-duddy.
Oh, you call him a fuddy-duddy. I've seen what he can do.
Roll.
Hum starts whispering as Zachariel's saying these things.
Are you gonna use the whatchamacall?
That's what I'm using right now.
I'm gonna have him
They
roll
start
a
whispering
with save.
scary things.
That's not the character sheet. Can you tell me the text of that feature again? What the effect is?
Yeah, sure. I'll put it up here.
Okay, so he's scared of you. So he's scared of you. And he starts quivering, looks up at Zachriel, and he says, "What do you want to know? They came, they paid, and we did what we were told to do. What else is there?"
Give you a name.
He says, "Oh, they not specifically. They said their organization was about swamping the land with water or something. I heard the ones without armor. They were talking one night. The one with the glass eye mentioned a person named Yolliver."
His name keeps haunting me. What about him?
Said something about bringing in more initiates, and he's just sort of like he's tied up. He just kind of like shakes his head, and he says, they mentioned something about a house in Rolid."
Which
What
house in Rolid?
It was supposedly, all I remember is that the one of them were talking about this plush blue couch. But that's all I remember, I swear.
Very well. Tell me, what's your name?
He says, "I'm Bavor." B-A...
Bavor,
This one. That.
Bavor, make peace with the ever God you believe in.
Well, what do you mean?
Satisfied.
You're taking me to... You're just going to take me to jail, right?
Oh,
You're gonna wish you went to jail.
you're going to wish that, yes.
And he just kind of like, "No, look, I can help. I can help. I know what they do to signal to each other."
You better
Oh,
start
now you want to
talking.
talk.
He kind of like shrinks down, and he just kind of slowly nods.
Very well.
Talk, boy.
He says, I have to show you. I tied up.
Good try.
He says, I'll, what am I supposed to do? Do you want me to just describe it?
Yes.
And I need to look up the thing. By the way, make a advantaged intimidation check.
Who?
Who?
Hum, I guess, because she has the higher modifier. You're both working together, so, and the roleplay's good, so. Okay. He says they make like they take their hands and they put their tips of their thumbs together, and then they like they make like an X with their pointer fingers.
Hum does it like this.
Sorta,
So
yeah.
making kind of like the insignia on his.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you sure, or are you lying?
I'm not lying, I swear.
How long have you been away, Shield?
He says, well, I worked here for about 10 months. It was a year-long contract.
Didn't even finish your contract.
He kind of just whimpers.
Talk.
What else do you want to know?
What's the name of the glass eye man?
He says they referred to him as they referred to him as I think it started with Peter, that's it.
Peter.
We're supposed to believe his name is Peter.
Shouldn't have advantage on that. 20.
He seems to be lying.
Peter, huh?
I think you should take out his.
I'm gonna
kneecap.
grab him by the neck, not squeeze, but I'm gonna grab him by the neck and be like, "Do I look like an amateur to you, boy?"
He says, no.
What was his name?
Make a intimidation check, Zachriel. But take advantage because Hum's with you. Well, he says, well, I mean, you have him under your thumb, so it's gonna be a low DC. He says, Ridrin.
I still don't believe him.
No, you believe him. You don't need to roll
What,
insight.
does that name sound familiar to me at all?
It doesn't.
All right. Well,
But it sounds a little familiar to Hum. Hum, make a history check. You can't place why it sounds familiar to you.
well, you may have just saved your life. Perhaps you went on that, not die today. Anyway.
He just
I
kind
think he should die today.
of whimpers.
No, that's what we do. We've already killed all of his friends.
Should we take him to the town square and let them deal with him?
Yes, but first we have to bring him to Gordon.
He won't let us do it.
Who won't?
Gordon won't let us bring him to the town square and let them beat him.
Sure they will. He's a traitor. Look at what he's done to our insignia.
Look what he's done to the people he contracted with. Monster.
Well,
Think
Deal
about
with him.
what he did to that boy.
Did you do anything to the boy?
He says, well, I didn't do anything to Cedric, but they kind of one time they tied him. he laughs at that. He says they tied him to the water wheel once.
Hum pulls out a rapier and puts it into his. It just pushes at his stomach.
Uh,
I think we should kill him the hard way. Let him bleed out. You hurt a boy?
He says I didn't do it.
You watched it.
You did not stop it.
Complicit.
Well, yeah, but I mean they're paying me.
Well, you seem to have enjoyed it, huh?
Do you know what happens after you finish your first contract?
He just kind of looks at you and shakes his head slowly. Not slowly, like a little bit.
Like, to no or yes?
To know.
Well, when you finish your first contract, which you were 2 months off finishing, you're giving a sort of like a promotion. You're no longer green. It comes with an immediate bonus. You know how much that bonus is?
He says, no.
It is 2 times the contract that you currently are on and finish. And then you're allowed to take more dangerous jobs that reward much more money. So, in breaking your contract, you've lost money. The only thing you seem to care about.
And
You've disgraced what we are.
he just kind of
Not just swords for hire.
he clams up.
So, it is your choice. Would you like to die painfully here?
Or
Would you like to die painfully in Farmstead?
He kind of looks at the door, looks at Illyria, and he says, I like breathing. So,
Yeah.
Farmstead?
What do you think,
I think that he should have to face the town square and a stoning.
Perfect.
You know for a fact that they don't do that there.
It doesn't matter. He
Okay,
doesn't
she
know
still says that. Okay, she does know that, but she can still say that.
that.
Perfect. Enjoy your last few days of fresh air. And so with whatever make-believe thing you believe in. And just await what is coming to you.
It's gonna hurt.
And I think with that, we'll end the session.
Alrighty.
With a very fearful person trading one hostage for another. So I wish I could say level up to 4, but you haven't rested. So we will continue next week. Is everybody good for next week?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yep.
All right. So we're still streaming. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If anyone's tuned in, this will be up on YouTube.
Another great session.
This will be up on YouTube by the weekend. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.